People ask me all the time, Dan, how could I learn to become more successful? Where could I learn? What is the best way to learn? There are 3 ways that you could learn. Number 1 is learning from yourself. What I call the school of hard knocks. You're learning from your mistakes, right? You figure things out. Now, it is good, and a lot of us do that. I made a lot of mistakes. I have paid the price through the school of hard knocks. The problem with learning from yourself is it costs a lot of time and it costs us a lot of money. There's a great saying, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. And it's very, very true. Learning from yourself, because most people, their awareness level is very, very low. Have you ever had this experience? You try something new, you make a mistake, and you say to yourself, I'll never make that mistake again. And next time you make that same mistake again. And you say to yourself, no, I'll never, ever make that mistake again. And you make that mistake yet again. So even though you're learning from the school of hard knocks, you're learning from yourself, but really you have not learned your lesson. But given enough time, if you are persistent enough, if you're determined enough, yes, that's one way to go. The problem is that's a long journey. That is hard. That's a difficult path. To some degree, we all have to go through that, but you have to ask yourself, is that the best way to learn? So that's first way, learning from yourself. The second way to learn is learning from your peers, learning from people around you, your family, your friends, your colleagues. Now, which is fine. The problem with that is chances are sometimes you don't learn or you learn the wrong thing. So let me give an example. Imagine 2 people who both don't know how to dance. I lock them in a room and I say, hey, you know what? You guys teach each other how to dance. I'm gonna come back in 30 days. Now, after 30 days, unlock the door, open the door. My question to you is, would they magically know how to dance? The answer is no, because they both don't know how to dance. So how could they teach each other? It makes no sense. And if you look at the people around you, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Look at the people around you. Chances are they probably have similar lifestyle as you. They probably make the same amount of money as you. So how do you learn from each other? How do you learn from each other? You guys are at the same level, or maybe they're a little bit lower, maybe they're a tiny little bit higher. Let's say you're making $50,000 a year. Chances are your friend is roughly making about the same amount of money. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 55, 60,000. You cannot learn from each other. What possibly could he or she teach you that would help you to get to that 100K, 200K, $500,000? They have not done it. They have not done it. Or you learn the wrong thing. So think about your belief. Let's say when it comes to success, when it comes to money, when it comes to business, the people around you, what's their belief system? What do they know about it? What even your parents, what do they know when it comes to becoming more successful and creating wealth? Chances are very, very, very little. So if you pick up behaviors and habits and beliefs from them, chances are you will learn the wrong thing. And they will teach you what they know as the truth. Son, this is how you do it. This is the way to go, when may not be the case. So learning from your peers, so that doesn't work either. The third way to learn is what I believe the most powerful way to learn is learning from a mentor. Learn from someone who's been there and done that and continues to do it. Someone who is not just who are at the same level, who is not even a little bit more successful than you. I'm talking about someone who is infinitely more successful than you, infinitely wiser than you, infinitely more experienced than you. So let's say you're making $50,000 a year. You don't want to learn from someone who's making $60,000 a year. You don't even want to learn from someone who's making $100,000 a year. You don't even want to learn from someone who's making $1 million a year. You want to learn from someone who's making $10 million a year, $20 million a year, $50 million a year, $100 million a year. Why? Because their level of thinking is so much higher. When you are learning from someone like that, easily they can pull you. They can uplift you to a whole new level. I remember when I was in my early 20s, at the time when I first found my mentor, his level of thinking at the time was so much higher. I was making a few $1,000s a month, a couple grand, and he said to me, he said, Dan, I'm not gonna write a sales letter unless I believe it's gonna do at least $1 million a year. I said, what? Yeah, he said, I'm not going to write a letter, a piece, a direct mail piece, unless I believe it's going to generate a minimum of $1 million a year. It expand my horizon. Now the possibility, oh, wow, I'm still trying to make a few $100s with my marketing pieces. He's thinking he's not gonna even waste his ink if it's not gonna make him at least $1 million a year. That's what I'm talking about. So learning from a mentor. So the 3 ways to learn, you have to ask yourself, learning from yourself, which is perfectly fine, just costs a lot of money and time. Second, learning from your peers. Chances are they're as broke as you are. They're the same level. Or third, learning from a mentor. Now, and I cannot be a mentor, by the way. I cannot be everyone's mentor. I'm spending a lot of my time just mentoring people who I work with, people who are my students. That's already taking a lot of my time. You gotta find that someone. You gotta find a mentor who you respect, someone who's where you wanna be in your dreams, and then learn from that person. I believe that is the best way to learn. Until next time, I'll see you in my Bentley.